Hey, what is up, you guys? It is Tyler. Welcome back to the Tyler Williams channel, and welcome to I'm about to say the third edition of All E-Lite, the All Elite Wrestling Dark commentary track that I do here every single Tuesday night. Wednesday morning is likely the time you're gonna be seeing this. Maybe Thursday, Friday, depending on how busy I am. I'm not too sure. Anyway. So last week I had Logan Stunt, the brother of AEW's very own Marco Stunt, on. And today you can see it as an upgrade or downgrade from however perspective you see, if you're a fan of his, if you're not a fan of his. But I have joining me one of my favorites in the YouTube wrestling community as far as video essays goes, Forrest Sowwa. Forrest F, baby.
Forrest F, baby, Forrest Sowwa. I used to have a lot of nicknames that I would run through, and I forget all of them. How you doing, Tyler? I appreciate that I'm one of your favorites. I appreciate literally anybody who likes my shit. Also appreciate the fact that I don't think I said my name in a video. You've pronounced it correctly, which hasn't happened my entire life. I went through all of school. I stopped correcting people, but you said my name correctly.
Oh, listen, man. Listen, man. When I say my real name out there, people always mispronounce it and incorrectly pronounce it and spell it. So I feel you. I had to kind of learn it just from my own aspect. But he might be Forrest Sowwa, but to some of you, he might also be known as one of the anti-elitists. He has made some videos countering the elites, whether it be his All E Epidemic video or his New Japan Epidemic video. He's made videos either against Kenny Omega or Cody or the Bucks. Some favor them, most of them seem to disfavor them. So Forrest Sowwa, before we get started here, let's learn your alignment going into All Elite's fourth episode and their fourth AEW Dark. So what's kind of your stance on the Elite right now?
Chaotic neutral across the board. The Elite right now, generally, I'm fine with them because they're off doing their own thing. They're off isolated in their own world. They're not impacting New Japan. My issue really arose as a New Japan fan when I felt that the product sucked because they were there. They're off in their own world. I don't like that those videos that I made really gave the impression that, this is just another guy hating the Elite. When it's like I felt like I had pretty reasonable things to say. I could back up my points. And there's also been this big wave of people who so aggressively want to hate on AEW that they just spout garbage. And I understand it from both sides of the AEW fandom, the fervor that surrounds AEW, like both the fandom and the fervent disdain. But I fall in a place where I've seen all the AEW episodes. I've seen them, and because I don't watch things like the WWE, it's like I think they're pretty good. There's some stuff that I don't like, but for the most part, I've enjoyed the on-screen product. There's more nuanced thoughts that can go into it, but I get the reputation of somebody that hates every single thing the Elite does, when really I'm mostly my feelings on them are mostly benign. Individually, I can point out different things, like I appreciate the Young Bucks. Kenny Omega, mostly like his matches. Hate Cody from the bottom of my heart. Everything.
You hate him?
I hate him. I don't think that I've done anything longer than I've hated. I've hated Cody since 2007. Damn. I don't think I've been doing anything since 2007. This is a
long-running grudge you have with this
man. Living and breathing. There's nothing that I've been doing more than hating, longer than hating Cody. It's been a long time. And so it's it all balances out to, they have their thing. Let them be.
I feel you. When I first saw your video, now my first video of yours was your Jay White video, and I was already a Jay White fan at that point, but that made me appreciate it a lot more.
Sir, I've started to call people out on this, by the way. The term is Jay White supremacist. Use it.
I was about to get to that.
Say it.
I was about to get to that. I was a Jay White fan, but I came to appreciate him, and I'm a Jay White supremacist. If you would let me finish, I would have gotten to that point.
I love on Reddit.
I mean, you could tell by my profile picture on Discord.
Yeah. That's my favorite thing on Reddit now. People say they're Jay White fans. I always reply and say, sir, the term is Jay White supremacist. And then I always tell them to say it. Mixed response. I love that ever since I started using that term, it's always got a mixed response. Some people love it. Some people really like it. Like Jay White himself.
Yeah. Well, after seeing that J-Way video, that's when I saw your All E Epidemic video. Now, when I first saw it, I'm thinking, oh man, this guy just really fucking hates the Elite. But I had to watch it back like I was at work and I'm like, let me watch this video back again. I'm like, so I watched it back again. I'm like, you know what? I can kind of understand his point. I can kind of understand where this guy's coming from with them, you know, kind of taking the spotlight away from New Japan talent. So I can't really hate on this video. I don't entirely agree with it, but I see where he's coming from. We've been going on for a good 5 minutes here. I'm sure everyone's waiting for us to start watching AEW Dark. So we do have a pretty, do I want to say, it's a stacked Dark card?
I wouldn't describe it as a stacked Dark.
It's a pretty okay card.
The thing is with AEW Dark is I love the idea, but I haven't watched any of them. I've watched one match from AEW Dark, and that was Darby Allin versus Shima. I thought that was really good. I haven't watched any of AEW Dark prior to that.
We're going to be popping your AEW Dark cherry today.
I was going to watch this one regardless, and then you offered to do this commentary, and I was like, fuck yeah, I'll do it. Because I think there are 3 matches on the card. Tell me what the matches are, and I'll tell you which one I was going to tune in for.
Well, I figured it'd be better for you to go watch it, and then we'll just see as we go along.
Interesting. So we don't know
because I know one of the matches, but I don't remember the other 2. So
yeah.
I
only know that Sadie Gibbs is. All I've been asking for is for them to put on Sadie.
I'm gonna have to go in if she don't win tonight. But anyway. We're going to start the countdown in just a few seconds, guys. For all of you, please go do yourself a favor. Go into the description box. Go to the comment section. Go find a link to this video. And go watch AEW Dark with us. Don't start it yet because we're about to start it in just 10 seconds. All right, guys. So when I count down from 5, when I hit 1 and say play, press play on your computer so that way we can phone, computer, laptop, whatever the hell, so that we can watch and enjoy together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I was at the last Dark show in Philadelphia.
Dog shit city in Pittsburgh.
I'm like, wait, what? Did you just call? I thought you were calling Philly dog shit. I'm like, whoa, let's not go there.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, dog shit city. I have to say that. As a fan of the New England Patriots, hate the Steelers. Hope they lose every game.
Full gear, live in Baltimore.
I love that some people were adamantly like watching AEW, and they were really into the gambling.
Here we go.
Yeah, Sadie Gibbs.
We got Sadie Gibbs, Penelope Ford, Allie, and Emi Sakura. I hope I said her name correctly.
Yeah, but
it's
people
just
were
Sakura
really,
now.
Yeah, they're doing the WWE thing.
Here we go. We got Dustin Rhodes and Sonny Kiss versus QT Marshall and Peter Avalon. They're not giving up on this Peter Avalon guy. Oh, a triple threat. We got Darby Allin, Jimmy Havok, and Jack Evans.
Who the fuck is QT Marshall? You know this garbage more than I do.
QT Marshall, he was on last week's AEW Dark, but I'll be honest, I really didn't pay attention to his segment, so I don't really know who he is.
So he's with the librarian.
Yeah. I don't really see anything good coming out of this except for Sonny Kiss and Dustin Rhodes.
Dustin Rhodes versus Dustin.
We're starting off with the tag team match.
Yeah, a member of the Rhodes family versus QT Marshall and the librarian.
Put some respect on Dustin Rhodes' name.
I wonder who's going to win this match. Interesting. What is? I hate this man.
He's a Jew because he's being healthy. Is that why you hate him?
Well, no, it's just his.
Don't hate him unless you say he's a vegan. Then we can hate him.
I was a big fan of Carlito. I don't like Bush League Carlito in my wrestling. Give me real Carlito.
The T stands for a vegetarian. So yeah, he's not a vegan. He's alright. He's passable.
What? The T stands for what the fuck
the T of vegetarian.
Want to get your ass kicked, Tyler?
Oh man. Listen, I just got off work, so I don't even fucking care.
Look. I love this guy. That man in the background just yelling at the front row of this QT Mark.
It's always that one guy.
Big bald spot. QT Mark.
Peter Avalon doesn't have that much hair going on for him, unless I'm forgetting something. Does he have a lot of hair? Don't tell me to shush.
No, so here's the thing: is that's the reaction that they want. Is like, don't tell me to shush. So I'm gonna be extra loud. You know what I like? When Vicky Guerrero had this bit for years.
Don't compare them to Vicky Guerrero. They can't touch Vicky.
But that's the thing. Vicky Guerrero didn't realize that was the bit for like a year, and so she was just getting booed and trying to make her point. And then it became her bit, and it's like still you're unlikable. Trying to design Vicky Guerrero sucks. It's awful. It's an awful system.
They'll never touch Vicky. Vicky's one of the greats. One of the greatest general managers of all time. And not even because she was entertaining. It's because she was so hateable and so great at being hateable.
Like, I hate a general manager. I hate general manager figures. I hate authority figures.
I do too, but Vicky had that like I fucking hate this bitch heat with me when I was younger. So,
of course.
I've come to respect her a lot more when I go to her. Now every time I see her, I pop huge for her because I miss her.
Sure.
Like I still boo her because I hate her, but like I miss you too. So you know.
How tall is Peter Avalon?
I probably taller than me because apparently I'm fucking short.
Oh, I guarantee you're like 5'3". I guarantee. I could just hear it in your cadence.
What? I'm 5'8". I'm not 5'3". I'm not Marco stunt height. How dare you?
5'8", 5'3". Is that really
what the fuck? He said 5'3". I'm so insulted. God damn it.
Yeah, so like
I'm looking at hearing this.
I'm looking at Peter, and I'm seeing, and it's like, okay, dude, this fucking segment is already going on for too long. Just get the flamboyant gay team out.
That's the thing. They're going for so damn long. Oh, yeah,
all right, here we go. So you can tell, by the way, I've never really seen Sonny kiss. It's like I get it, but you can tell that I'm fine with flamboyant gay black man because I'm here doing the commentary with you.
Exactly. You have no choice. Oh, thank you. Oh, okay. Now I get it.
I was just about to say, did you get it? Because
it took me a minute, but thank you very much.
Dot. Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's the Rhodes. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm Sonny Kiss, but
so here's the lie. No, you're not.
Yeah, I'm not that talented. No, I'm just kidding.
Sonny Kiss is going ham. So here's the thing about Dustin Rhodes. Is that Dustin Rhodes is good. He's not as good as people like act like he's good. I'm not acting like he's not good. People act like he's like an all-time great wrestler who was just held back, put down in the corner. It's like, no, he was like a good wrestler that had a gimmick that he loved. He loved the Goldust character. They didn't force him into being some gimmick. But it's not like he wasn't like an all-time great special transcendent wrestler that people do act like he is.
You know what? With Dustin Rhodes or Goldust, what incarnation you want to go with, I do always get the sense that he is underrated, but I wouldn't put him up there with like the greatest of all time. I never saw him on that level.
Underutilized, not underrated, because people generally knew like, yeah, he's a good wrestler. You can see when he moves, he was good at wrestling. But when he left the WWE and did the match with Cody, which I don't really remember, people were acting like he was this all-time great special wrestler that the WWE just didn't realize. Like in one match or 1 month or whatever.
Like he's always kind of been on that level, like really since 2013.
It's like one in such a short time. AEW has done with Dustin Rhodes what the WWE couldn't in years. It's like it's not ignoring talent necessarily. It's just sometimes, people just go too far in praising guys who leave the WWE. Jon Moxley gets it a lot as well. Jon Moxley is not reinventing the wheel in terms of wrestling.
Right, where's the This Is Awesome chance?
I'm sure it's already happening. I can barely hear the audio, but that's the thing, is that I don't watch a lot of American wrestling. And I could do with like fewer chants. I hate chants. Chants are my least favorite.
It depends on what show I'm watching, because it depends. Some crowd atmospheres are different from others. I feel like AEW is tolerable to an extent. Like, I love Progress Wrestling, but I fucking hate their crowd. Their crowd gets on my damn nerves. NXT crowds, they get on my Full Sail gets on my damn nerves too.
Progress is a UK show, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, yeah, UK crowds aren't great, but like it's also a culture.
Full Sail crowds. Yeah,
I'll take a British crowd over an American crowd, even if the chanting is more obnoxious, because crowd chanting is a cultural thing there. Like you go to, you see like soccer games, and they have these long, drawn out chants that have history behind it. It's a culture in Europe to do these different crowd chants. And it's definitely different. It can be seen as like, oh, we're trying to get ourselves over. Full Sail can kind of be like that. AEW is as bad as Full Sail. It's just not as contained an environment. But like,
no, I wouldn't say they're as bad as Full Sail. They haven't gotten to that point yet.
I mean, they don't have the reputation of Full Sail, but they are as bad. There was what match was it where it was SCU versus Best Friend, where Scorpio Sky came out and he lost one of his shoes. And the crowd starts chanting, he has one shoe, clap, 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 clap. And it's like, I want to put a PSA out to just people who watch the wrestling in general. Is if most times you can hear people start a chant. You can. You don't have to let that one man chant he has one shoe by himself. He's fine. He's having fun, but you don't need to help him.
I mean, there's plenty of times where I tried to start a chant and then no one's, joined in, and I was left feeling very...
We're doing like a podcast over AEW Dark. The match is okay. I don't like QT Marshall. Sonny Kiss is hamming it up.
Sonny Kiss is Oh wait, here we go.
Sonny Kiss is a lot.
It's a lot to handle.
Like the intention of Sonny Kiss, Leva Bates is.
I'm actually surprised that part of me is surprised, part of me is not surprised at how people are perceiving Sonny Kiss. I mean, I know the vast majority of people are kind of like used to all of this because of 2019 and how the gay community and LGBT is just fully accepted. Well, for the most part, fully accepted in society. But like, there's a part of that crowd that's just like fucking hates seeing this shit.
Yeah, of course. And like, though the point of Sonny Kiss is to be provocative, but I think that there's a difference between like it's kind of the difference between the Sacha Baron Cohen movies between Borat and Bruno, because Borat was kind of just it was just kind of ridiculous foreign guy, and the reactions to him were kind of exposing people's perception of foreign people. Whereas Bruno, it was meant to be exposing people's reactions to homosexuality. But the Bruno character was far more aggressive and in your face with it. And it's like, and it's not fair necessarily to compare those, because like Sonny Kiss, if people are uncomfortable by Sonny Kiss, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're homophobic. I'd be uncomfortable if literally anybody was like so in my face, like, aren't you offended? It's like, I mean, sort of, because you're just aggressive about it. Like, I'm not super uncomfortable by it, but it's just like, it's also, I don't want to see it. Not because it's gay, but because it's like, I get it. Like, I know what you're going for.
Yeah, and it's not all up in your face. I do see the point. Like, I don't really care, but at some points I'm like, I think you're doing too much. You know what I mean?
I can appreciate it to
like
an
the
extent.
part when Jesus, the part where this is what happens when you're wearing female clothing and you're guys. Sometimes you get the she, even though you're supposed to you go by he. Fucking you don't want to identify people and misidentify people in 2019 nowadays. But like the part where he has him in the corner and he shakes his ass and then he like pushes their face into his ass, like that's like, okay, you're doing too much for me right now. It's kind of I like the wrestling portion, but all the ass shaking and whatnot, it's like I could do without it.
It seems like it's just trying to draw a comparison.
It's trying to draw a reaction, really.
It's trying to draw a comparison to the Goldust character, which is
I mean, it's not like he's doing this now. He does this all the time.
No, he's no. Like what I'm saying is like Goldust back then was it was capitalizing on gay panic in the 90s. And it's like, okay, yeah, got it. But this is like, this is a way to stand out, but it just seems to me and I'm sure he was doing it beforehand, but it seems like a more aggressive version of Velveteen Dream, who was just kind of a little bit more of an aggressive version of Dalton Castle.
I guess I could see that point. I think Sonny Cuss is more of an aggressive version of I feel like he's more of an aggressive version of Rico. If you remember Rico.
I don't remember shit. I've watched wrestling 4 times.
4 times.
4 times ever.
Oh man, you missed the moonsault. I'm trying to. You know.
Yeah. We'll get back to the rest.
No. I mean, I don't. Oh wait, cute. He's trying. I mean, it's not like he's bad. He's just not appealing to me. It's like what's her name? I can't even compare it. I can't even compare him to fucking Brandy Rhodes. Brandy Rhodes is just not a good wrestler. Never mind.
Nah.
I was about to compare it to Brandy Rhodes and say like, oh, he's not bad, but he's not really like appealing to watch. But Brandy Rhodes, like, when she steps in the ring, I don't care. Like, I'm on my phone for it.
I've never seen a Brandy Rhodes match, and I really hope to.
I've seen like 2, and each time I'm just like, all right, I don't need to ever see wrestle again.
Is that we saw AEW last week? She attacked Jamie Hayter, so it's
I still to this day don't understand why that happened. If they better explain this, like, as soon as the show opens, she better come out like, all right, guys, so this is exactly why. Like, the fact that they left us on a cliffhanger, and that's not even a good cliffhanger. It's like, why the fuck did you do this cliffhanger? It's like, it's not
I don't care. I don't give a shit why. I don't care about these fucking Brandies. I care.
I do care because I want to know if she's gonna be involved in the world title picture, so that way I can like not fucking watch it. Like, I care. Because if she's gonna be in the women's championship picture, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. It's like, I get like Cody, that's fine for now, but it's like I don't want to see Cody and Brandy and the Young Bucks and Heyman. I don't want to see all the fucking elite in the world title picture. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Are you not watching the show?
I am watching the show, and I like what I'm seeing. However, I don't want to see all of them with the titles. You know. I like to think that's not where we're heading right now. Like, I would like to think that Chris Jericho's gonna beat Cody at Full Gear, and that Brandy's not getting a title shot, and that the Young Bucks will not, end up. Oh, okay, all right. You do too much, Levi. Final cut. I love that move. Always been a big fan of that move.
Oh, that move has a name?
Yes, the final cut. At least that's what it was in WWE. I don't know what he calls it in AEW.
So, I watched all the Road to Double or Nothing videos. Like,
I watched all the Road to videos in general.
I watched all of them to take notes about what the, to do my all elite epidemic. He explained at some point why he paints half his face, right?
He does.
Why? I don't remember.
I honestly don't remember. Why. It was something going into the whole match with Cody. I'm sure it was something real deep and personal, but I don't remember, honestly. Now it's just like, oh, well, I can't do the full face paint because I don't want WWE to sue me for using the Goldust gimmick. That's how I think about it now. But
you know what's gonna be great when Dustin Rhodes and Darby Allin have a tag team and they paint the opposite half.
Bro, really?
Yeah, no, that's gonna be great. That's what I'm here for.
I can see the Photoshop pictures right now, and I'm cringing.
They're gonna make up their faces as the Making a Murderer poster. AEW is years behind on their trend, as evidenced by the fact that they've teamed up with Rick and Morty.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, where you been?
All these teeth.
Listen, there we go. We're getting into the women's action. The women who have been almost very much the background of everything AEW's been doing so far. After the first show, the women have just not really been a big factor into the shows.
Not necessarily, but like it's just that the division sucks.
I mean, like they have good females, they're just not using all of them.
They don't though. They have 3 good female wrestlers. Riho's good. B Priestley's good, but she's not really around. She hasn't done anything yet. And if Jamie
Ford's, she's pretty fine.
And if Jamie Hayter continues to get work, she's gonna be
Sadie
great as
Gibbs
well.
is the bomb though.
Sadie Gibbs rules, but
right.
yeah, okay.
Shit.
Sadie Gibbs rules.
You know.
They're not again. That contributes to the point. They're not using her. When does Sadie Gibbs get her brandy segment? All these people have a brandy segment. They were all involved.
Here we go. Here's my girl.
Oh, I gotta hear. Is she coming out to Amazing Grace?
That's
butt rock. What I'm hearing.
Nah, she's coming up to X. Go give it to you.
Will there ever be a point where American wrestling does not play? She go
like run up on somebody. Like she about to say, "Run your fucking pockets." Like she looks like one of those girls.
Does she? She's
the way she was coming out. She had that give me your lunch money energy for a second. Now not so much.
She's just a blonde girl who has cornrows on one side.
That's not even what I'm talking about. Like the energy.
I didn't feel the energy coming on.
Oh Jesus, never mind.
But I also like Sadie Gibbs, so it's like I didn't really vibe with it. Allie's toilet.
I don't want to say she's toilet, but there's nothing about her that appeals to me either.
I didn't say that she's okay. So he's like, I've seen one Allie match. I've seen a couple Allie promos. The Allie promos are good. But Allie, I've seen one Allie match, and it was at Slammiversary 2018. She faced Tessa Blanchard, and I was like appalled by what I was seeing. And Tessa Blanchard, I hear is good.
Oh yeah, I hear that too.
But Allie was out there wrestling, and like mechanically, she moved. It was like Divas era WWE, but like people say that. But Divas era WWE had Mickie James, Michelle McCool, Melina, Beth Phoenix, like good wrestlers. Allie looked awful against Tessa Blanchard.
Oh, I guess that's just Sakura. It's Emi Sakura.
Yeah, Emi Sakura. The only thing I know about her is that she trained Riho. That's the only thing I know about her.
We need Hikaru Shida out here. Like, they signed her apparently, but I've seen her one time.
I don't know dick about Hikaru Shida. I don't know dick about Emi Sakura. I'm here for Sadie Gibbs.
I'm here for Sadie Gibbs too. This girl better fucking win. How are they gonna build her up? Then stop building her up, and then just throw her on AEW Dark. Like she better fucking win this match.
In fairness, they didn't build her up.
They were starting to, and then they just stopped. Like what the fuck? I didn't forget about her, but like I get the impression that you forgot about her.
When did they start?
It was at Double or Nothing. They showed a promo for Sadie Gibbs. Then they did it again at Fyter Fest, and then nothing else after that.
That was them announcing that they signed her.
No, it was the whole Sadie Gibbs coming soon thing. It's a build-up promo, and then nothing.
They didn't start building her up. They had her in one match.
Well, they didn't do it for everybody else. They did it for her. Yeah, really. All right, now you lost me already. Come on.
Now listen, okay.
Come on.
I've seen Stardom before. I'm used to stupid beginnings matches. Stupid beginnings to multiple matches. I'm all about it.
Time and a place. Sadie Gibbs, you're supposed to be coming in here. You're supposed to be fucking bitches up. What are you doing?
I saw Sadie Gibbs in Stardom. This is the way it goes.
Ah yes, there we go. A test of strength. A woman of culture. Oh, really, Allie? You just gonna let it get fucked up like that? Oh, you're gonna join in too. Okay, that's even better.
I love Excalibur. I think Excalibur is the best commentator that I've heard. I don't like commentary, but if I'm going to hear a commentator, I'd like to hear Excalibur.
I'm a fan of Excalibur and Golden Boy together. I think they made a good pairing.
I hate when multi-person matches just end up with someone just standing there. Like Sadie Gibbs literally just stood on the ropes and waited for a time to do this.
Gotta wait for my spot. 1, 2. No, this is the end of the match.
Yeah, I just
Like
Those
that's how you put Sadie Gibbs over. Just have her not even do anything. Just pin her opponent. That's it.
who started the trend of the onesie for women's wrestling?
I mean, that's a trend that dates back probably to like the early 1900s.
Shut up. Do you know what trend means?
Yeah, I know, Jordan.
Not who was the first person. When was this originated?
You know what? I want to say. I mean, at least in the modern era, I want to say like that trend probably started with damn, what was her name? It wasn't in WWE. It was that. Oh shit! All right, that's crucifixion.
I know that didn't look good. Here's the thing: I've heard a lot of good things about Penelope Ford, and I'm looking at her, and you can't judge people off like one or two. That didn't look good. And the thing is that people judge women in America differently. My standard is thrown off. I recognize that. I don't watch American indie women wrestlers. My standard is, would they look good in Stardom? The answer for most people is no.
Well, I mean, for me, it's do they look good right now in the present day? Because I know if I see a match between Kenny Omega and AEW, and I see match between Kenny Omega in New Japan, I want to see two different types of matches. So I'll try to compare the two. I'm trying to compare one company with the other. You know what I mean?
It's not even necessarily a company. You have to just have a larger sample. Like that little segment of Penelope Ford, I don't think looked good. But it's like I can't judge her off that. But it's like the preconceived notion. I've heard a lot of good things about Penelope Ford, and then I look at her, it's like, oh, and then but I have to stop myself from saying, oh, she's not good. But it's like, no, what I just saw, like it's an isolated spot.
Well, my question is, who's in here to take the pin? Because I can't see them not having Sadie Gibbs win. I can't see them having Allie kind of take the pin. I mean, I guess they can.
I mean, of the people involved, Sadie Gibbs is
that's actually kind of smart. Let's go.
Yeah, that's good.
If she would have went off of that, I wouldn't have been mad.
I'd be mad. The thing about this is that Sadie Gibbs is the least tenured of the wrestlers. So theoretically she could take the pin. She's the least popular of the wrestlers. Here, maybe Emi Sakura.
Because people are so uncultured. That's why they don't like her.
Look, I agree. But that's also on AEW for letting the best non-Joshi talent they have be the least popular.
She's less popular on them for not building her up as they should have been.
Listen, you can't just build up everybody. You think they have all the promotional budget for more people than Wardlow?
Bitch, if they have promotional budget to do the fucking Young Bucks money shot every fucking week, they have money to fucking do a pro package.
I mean, settle down. That costs $5 actual dollars.
They got money. They got that calm money. I don't want to hear shit. They got calm money.
I really don't like that you don't acknowledge any of my Wardlow references. I really work hard on referencing Wardlow.
No, I was just trying to pretend like I didn't.
No one's acknowledging them, and I really hate it.
No, I did. I just wasn't.
What's the deal with what's going on with Wardlow? Because I can't tell you. I see the one promo for Wardlow, and he's beating people up in a parking lot, and it's like, okay, weird. And then apparently they had another promo where he was working out, and it's like. Then someone on Reddit said, like, oh, is Wardlow the answer for, is the Elite's answer?
I hope not. All right.
Is Wardlow's the Elite's answer for Jake Hager? And I just burst out laughing because I fucking forgot Wardlow existed. You can see mechanically, by the way, how much more athletic and talented Sadie Gibbs is than Penelope Ford based on those handsprings.
I mean, you could definitely tell that Sadie Gibbs did gymnastics back in the day, though, on the formation. But Sadie Gibbs definitely is more talented.
I hate a forearm to the chest. Women do it too much, and I'm not a fan. Forearm them to the face, a little bit up. It looks better.
Damn, she fucking palm strike her in the throat? Yes, Allie. What the fuck was that? I thought you were going near the face.
Well, that looked like shit.
Yeah. I was starting to get behind you.
That move went off without a hitch, huh? We're high-fiving people.
Well, she lost me at this point. Come on, Sadie. Just start fucking bench pressing her ass.
Look,
1, 2.
Look, Sadie Gibbs needs to knock her out of the ring. There we go. Here we go. This is the Sadie Gibbs thing. She does the Sasuke special, and that's what drawing. Hey, let's cut to the. Oh no! See, Sadie Gibbs got out of the ring. Match sucked. That guy was cool. He was wearing a Cleveland Browns costume. A fucking jacket. What an asshole.
Woo! Here we go.
Cradle shock. Big fan of the Motor City Machine Guns circa 2008.
Yeah. I'm gonna party with the Motor City.
Is that their song?
No, that's a throwback. That's the old Impact Wrestling theme song, boy. What you know about that? What you know about the Motor City Machine Guns? What you know about party with the Motor City?
I've seen wrestling 4 times. They were all Motor City Machine matches.
Listen, they had like 18 different fucking theme songs in Impact. You gotta choose one.
Oh yeah, no. Impact theme songs are a pile of shit.
Listen. They had a few. They had like a few bangers from back.
They had like 3, and 2 of them were AJ Styles themes. And those were good.
Are we not gonna talk about the Nation of Violence, Samoa Joe? No, we're not. Wow.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about Samoa Joe's low point as a professional wrestler. Yeah, let's not talk about.
I'm not talking about the push. I'm talking about the theme song.
No, I don't even remember. I put out any vision of
so
Samoa
blinded
Joe.
with rage, you didn't even hear the theme song.
I don't acknowledge it. I took that out of
my mind. What? Okay, Allie. All right.
Well, she was doing the We Will Rock.
Yes.
And so I'm clapping because Allie's a heel.
She's a babyface. At least that's what I like to believe.
Listen, AEW doesn't believe in faces and heels.
Which isn't gonna fucking work in the long run. But
have you seen MJF the way they're treating him, the beloved baby?
I see it, and either way, like I know at the end of the day I'm supposed to boo him. However, the whole I'm Cody's, because it's like, he's a fake ass friend, so booing him, the fans are just being fans. I'm gonna cheer everybody that I want to cheer instead of I'm gonna cheer the baby faces and boo the heels. So
MJF is someone out there's greatest heel ever, and Matt, it just couldn't be me. I like things that are good.
Are you saying MJF isn't good?
Yeah, no, I'm saying he's absolutely atrocious. MJF sucks.
Wow, dude, bro. M.A. Sakura should have won that fucking match. Pin all 3 women. Could have got her right into that AEW Women's Championship shot. Fuck Brady. Let's get M.A. a fucking match.
I like to think that the image that is like the image backstage is Brandy wants to have storylines with every woman in AEW. So she's attacking people from behind. She's doing this. She's doing that. And then she goes to try to do a segment with Riho. And Kenny Omega steps out from the shadows and squirts her with a water bottle to get her away.
Like, no. Not, what the fuck?
They kicked each other at the same time. But Sadie Gibbs clearly, got the power behind her.
Like, I want to say I like this match, but they be doing some goofy shit. They've done some goofy shit in this match. It makes me like, do I like this match right now?
I don't.
Do I like the match, or do I like what I'm seeing? Do I like what's going on?
I don't like either. I'm going to be honest. Is this what AEW Dark is, Tyler? Because I don't like it.
I mean, not every week.
I mean, this is the
women's match. This is like probably the 4th women's match in history because they don't have that many. I'm just saying, but this Fatal 4-Way,
Well, here's
this
the
is
thing.
not how I would showcase Sadie or Penelope.
Here's the thing. Allie's not good. I don't think Penelope Ford's very good. I've seen Sadie Gibbs be good, but she's not been good. And I can't get a read on Emmy. Because she's in the ring with 2 not good people and someone who's not being good.
Yeah.
Japanese, I have to assume she's good. A little bit.
There you go. Come on, start fucking people up, Sadie.
That almost was good if they had timed it better, but I'll give them benefit of the doubt.
Critic. That almost was good.
Almost was good,
I mean,
but I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. These people aren't wrestling week to week. They're because they're in AEW and AEW doesn't do house shows and blah 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 blah. And so it's like, it's good for the performer, but you have people who aren't wrestling for weeks at a time, so they're going to be a little cold.
Exactly. Oh, all right.
That was nice.
1, 2. Damn.
They let these matches run and
that should have ended the match there. She's gonna hit a fucking DDT and that's the end.
AEW legit. Oh, there we go.
There we go. 1, 2. There we go. All right, that was cool. I like the finish.
Yeah, but yeah, it's the thing is that
Velvet
AEW
Sky?
AEW lets these matches run, man. Like they are so long. There's never been an AEW match where I'm like, perfect.
Damn.
They're always too long.
That was not Velvet Sky, but that hair reminded me of Velvet Sky so much. She had the Karen hair going on. From undesirable to we're giving MJF this segment? Why?
We're doing an MJF segment.
Why are we making MJF likable? He's supposed to be a heel.
He's not. They don't have heels and faces.
Where's the bullshit with this wrestling? Damn it!
He's the protagonist.
You can't convince me that MJF is not supposed to be a heel. I'm sorry.
He's not a heel.
Yes.
He's with the most beloved person in the company.
Yes, because he's a fucking shitty ass person who's pretending to be his best friend.
So here's the thing. Is that they dedicate too much TV time to it, so it's like, oh, it's this long story. Sure, maybe. They're still dedicating time enough to getting him cheered, but then also having him be booed.
Yes,
and so it's
because
like
they want him to have that like super mega heat when he turns on Cody, even though he could have that super mega heat by just
Okay, so then don't have him be booed at all. When Cody's around, MJF is cheered. When he's not, MJF is doing things that are aggressively booed. People can say like, "Oh, it's a story." I'm sure that's what they're going.
Yeah, because Cody's blinded by the whole thing.
Cody, let me finish.
That's his friend. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm sure that's what they're going for. The problem is that the AEW, the Elite especially, this is completely in line with their mind. They don't believe in heel-face dynamic, at least as how it was back in the day. To an extent, I agree, but whatever. But the way that they go about handling it is you see Kenny Omega go from heel to face in New Japan back and forth erratically. They think that they're in a gray area where, oh, this guy can be heel, this guy can be face, blah, blah, blah. But really, it's just Kenny is an over-the-top obnoxious heel in one segment and then an over-the-top obnoxious face in another. They don't know how to ride the line. With the dynamic of this, there is no heel, there is no face, it's just fluid characters. They want to go for that, but they don't achieve it. So one segment, MJF has friends and is running out and stopping the heels and being virtuous and blah, blah, blah. But then literally 1 week prior, he's coming out and shitting on all the fans. And then the next week, saying, yes, please, fans, cheer for me. I'm fighting Chris Jericho. Because
wait, hold on. They might be announcing a new match.
Here's just of what we have for week AEW.
Hangman Page versus Sammy Guevara. Okay.
Oh, that'll be firmly okay.
That should firmly okay. Kip Sabian and I almost said THQ. Kip Sabian, Jack Evans, and Helico. We all know who's losing that match. John Moxley live. Oh, so he's going to fucking fight us?
Oh, what do you mean? Who's going to win? The Elite or these three guys?
Full Gear contract signing. Oh, shit. Here comes the WWE contract signing bullshit.
Hey, they're the worst segments ever.
You know, it was only a matter of time before we started getting some WWE segments in here. Here it comes.
They've all been WWE segments. People are like, oh, they're not WWE. It's like, no, they've all just been shitty WWE segments.
Not exactly. Now we're starting to get it.
Rank the AEW titles in terms of like quality, like look.
I mean, there's only two. Oh, and quality looks. Oh, I would go. The least desirable is the woman because the belt is too fucking tiny. The second would be the World Tag Titles. it's a good looking belt, but the blue is kind of off putting to me. And then I'll put the world title at number 1. It looks like a UFC kind of boxing belt montage with like the IWGP Championship. I'm a big fan.
I would take the tag titles over the heavyweight title.
Really?
I don't like the heavyweight title. The heavyweight title, it feels very much like 3 different people designed these belts. They don't look like they belong to.
Well, that's kind of what I said, like the UFC boxing and then IWGP Championship is kind of like amalgamized.
Well, like the AEW belt is clearly designed by like Cody, and I hate that there are logos all over it. Like people are like, oh, it's big and gold and blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, yeah, but there are 12 AEW logos on it, and it's not good. The women's title, I don't mind, but I don't mind the belt that they showed it All Out, because if you look at the belt they showed it All Out and the belt that Riho holds, 2 different belts. It's very clear that one at All Out was not tiny and looked like a toy. The one that Riho's holding looks like it's not even like
that's the problem I had. Like when they first showed that belt like at All Out, I said to myself, I said there is no way Nyla Rhodes win this belt because that belt is not gonna fit her on her fucking waist. And I'm not saying that to insult her, but I'm like that belt is so tiny, it's only gonna fit Riho. I'm like, why is that belt so damn small?
You're not hearing what I'm saying. The one at All Out was a belt. It was a belt-sized belt. Then they showed it at Dynamite. It's like, oh, it's very, very small and it's like, it's not even that like, oh, it's small. It looks like a toy. It looks substandard. Like it looks like plastic. It looks like a foam belt.
Yeah.
I don't mind the design. I think the design's just fine.
Bojangles.
Like if you compare, like it's similar in like style, I guess, to the Impact, like the Impact Knockouts champion, but that is a belt made by a company that has like creative vision and a unified creative vision. All their belts look like they belong to the same company. AEW's don't.
Yeah, AEW seems like they're kind of like all over the place with their titles.
I think people just go crazy. They overrate stuff. Like it's like, well,
AEW is the hot new thing. They're giving AEW a bunch of passes. You gotta give it a few months. Then people will start souring on it.
No, I mean, as far as the in-ring product, I don't think that you can judge it properly even now. Like, it's people say like, oh, it's good. It makes Raw and SmackDown look like shit. It's like, first of all,
SmackDown's already shit, so that's not really saying much.
Well, like, first off, if you can't compliment AEW without talking about WWE, then AEW. Second, yeah, it should be great. It just started. If they have no creative ideas 4 shows in, then they shouldn't be running a wrestling company. They'll be fine. Wait until 2020 and then judge the product, because if it's still as shoddy, like some things are rushed, some things are fucked up. I don't think that the AEW really I don't think AEW has really adapted to the wrestling for commercials very well. I don't think they've done that well at all. But it's just like, that's stuff that comes with experience doing stuff. But if they're still doing that in 2020 with 3 months of TV under their belt and this and that, then okay, then there's an issue, and then it's worth criticizing. You can't criticize a product that is 2 shows into their life cycle because they're 2 shows in. They're not going to put stuff together. Same thing. You can't praise them for being like, oh, they're so fresh and so new, and Raw and SmackDown, they're so old and blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, yeah, Raw and SmackDown have been running. AEW just started running. AEW should have all this creative energy. Chill.
I'm really glad that they have Alex Marvez doing interviews and non-commentary, because that dude was...
I don't know who Alex Marvez is.
He was on commentary for the first 3 AEW shows. He was booty, so...
That doesn't answer. Like, I don't know who he is.
I mean, I can't really tell you who he is either. I just know he was on commentary for the first 3 AEW shows, and I didn't like him. What are you saying?
I don't like commentary is the thing. I know I'm alone in this, but like I don't care about
commentary.
I don't like commentary. Like, the best commentary for me is if I don't notice that you're talking. And that's why I really like Excalibur and Tony Schiavone, because if I ever notice them, it's usually good stuff that they're saying. Whenever I notice AEW commentary, it's usually something Jim Ross is saying and I don't like. It just came with watching MMA and tuning out.
Did you hear a single word that Kip Sabian said?
Fuck no.
Okay, I didn't.
I don't listen to Kip Sabian or English people in general.
What a mark. There we go. Our main event, triple threat.
Oh yeah, from what I heard, that this match is like a hardcore false count anywhere match. So
of course, Jimmy Havok has to have some stipulation because
hey, Darby Allin is also in these stupid shit show matches.
True, but yeah, Jimmy Havok with the rockin' theme song.
So here's my perspective. I don't really know Jimmy Havok. I don't watch English wrestling. I don't acknowledge English wrestling, boxing, or MMA, and I don't acknowledge England. But Jimmy Havok, I learned, is dating Jamie Hayter. So good on Jimmy.
He is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, have you seen the two of them? Like they
I don't
just
stalk people's Twitter and shit. So
no, I don't either. I heard this through the grapevine. But like, if you're Jamie Hayter and you're into punk goth stuff, Jimmy Havok in wrestling.
But he looks like somebody's dad. Ugh, I wouldn't date Jimmy Havok.
Yeah, but you know, I wouldn't either. But I think the English are disgusting. I love having like this ridiculous bias against English people.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, that's the wrong fucking person. Hey, it's Jack Evans. It's the homie. You know, I fell in love with this dude back in Lucha Underground. And ever since then, even though he's like super spotty and he oversells shit, I'm still a fan. For me, I gotta be in a mood for super spotty matches. But when Jack Evans comes out, I'm like, you know what? I'll tolerate it. Most of it. Because when he starts doing some dumb shit, then I'm like, alright, let's calm down, Jack. Let's do it.
So, I was super wrong about Darby Allin, Tyler.
You admit to defeat.
Yeah, like, I wasn't shit-talking him, but I hated that Cody match. I thought it was one of the worst matches. And I wasn't shitting on Darby Allin necessarily, but people were talking about him like just they were going over the top. And so I started not believing in Darby Allin. Like, I started just kind of looking down on him. People compared him very quickly, I think that he has the potential to be this generation's Jeff Hardy, and people go too far with that because then people are handicapping Darby Allin.
Yeah.
Because Jeff Hardy is only maybe the most influential wrestler of his generation. He's definitely part of the most influential tag team, potentially the greatest tag team of all time.
Sure to fuck hope
What'd you say?
I said, well, he sure is influential now. Sure to fuck hope not.
I mean, I don't know what that means.
All the DUIs that man has?
I mean, look at every wrestler. Every wrestler is a huge piece of shit. But in ring, Jeff Hardy is.
This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, it's cool. But people were talking about Darby Allin, and they were like, okay, blah blah blah. He's this, he's that, and I didn't really get the chance to see Darby Allin. And then I watched him, and it's like, I've loved every match that he's in. And if I don't love the match, I didn't love his match with Jimmy Havok, but I enjoyed what he did in it. Mechanically, I really like Darby Allin, and everything that he does is enjoyable. So it's like, all right, I was wrong, naysaying Darby Allin. I can admit that. I can admit when I'm wrong. I just didn't make a video about it.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Jack Evans, do 18 more flips.
So what's your pet peeve in wrestling, Tyler? When you watch wrestling, what is your pet peeve that you see something and it's just, I don't like it?
It's very selective for me. I gotta, like I said earlier, when it comes to really spotty wrestling, I gotta be in the mood for it. If I'm looking forward to a match and I'm looking forward to it for the aspect of wrestling, and they start doing fucking flips right out the gate, then I get annoyed. Or if I'm looking forward to two big brawlers go at it, and they start doing not high flying moves, they start going fast, I get annoyed. It depends. I'm very selective at times.
For sure.
But like, I guess I would say like what was I saying is my biggest pet peeve in wrestling? I would say unless your name is Tomohiro Ishii, constant no selling.
Well, Ishii doesn't. Ishii
doesn't constantly no sell, but I buy into his no selling.
Well, like, the thing is, Ishii's the best seller in wrestling. Like his no sells are contextual, but he's also hard sells better than.
He is, and that's why I buy into the no sells. Like him, also, Evil, I could buy into that. Shingo, I could buy into that.
The thing that made me really turn around on Darby Allin, like, that really made me be like, okay, I'm paying attention. He actually has a good suicide dive. There's been there's four people who do suicide dives. And so sorry about the fact that Darby Allin is one of them shocked. I wouldn't have expected. Oh yeah, it's false count anyway.
Well, I mean, he's so like slim in nimble. I kind of expected the suicide dive to be, somewhat good. But yeah, he has some good formations.
No, like what about most people suicide dive is awful. It doesn't matter if they're slim and nimble. Most people just don't throw their body.
Chucked it right at his head.
Dragon Lee has a great suicide dive.
That dude is not doing a suicide dive. He fucking torpedoes his body. That's not a suicide dive.
Awesome. Samoa Joe has an awesome suicide dive.
For a big guy.
Not even for a big guy. It's just, it looks like he's using his body and momentum to cause damage. Whereas most suicide dives, it's shooting out of the ring and it's like a push. It's not using your body. It's not a suicide dive, which is like you're sacrificing your own body to do damage. Darby Allin, it's a momentum thing, and it's just the way you're hitting them. Samoa Joe doesn't do it where he hits them, like he uses his whole body. He does a suicide dive, it hits like a forearm, and it looks awesome every time. Still looks great when he does it.
Yeah. I don't know.
My biggest pet peeve is people wrestling in jeans. I hate it.
Oh, you're going to hit Jimmy Havok, because that's all he does.
Well, I also don't like Darby Allin's setup here, where he wears cutoff shorts and leggings. I think it looks weird.
It does look weird. I'll admit that when I first saw Darby Allin, I'm like, is he going to... I don't know what the point is. And then I'm like, oh, all right. Because I only got introduced to Darby Allin because of my friend. My friend was like really big into Darby Allin. I'm like, oh, I never heard of this guy. And I looked him up and I'm like, oh, this really skinny guy. Like, what is he going? He's going to start flipping and shit? But then I see him start doing all these dives and like sacrifices his body for shit. I'm like, oh, all right. I mean, it's not anything revolutionary, but I can kind of get behind this guy. And then I saw him in PWG and the AEW started using him, and I've come to appreciate him a little bit more now.
AEW has had a hardcore type match in all of their shows so far, haven't they? Like either on Dark.
No, not. There's been like one or two AEW shows where there wasn't anything really hardcore.
I don't think so. I think it's either on Dark or on Dynamite.
Well, no. I thought you were talking about just Dynamite strictly. If you're talking about Dark, then yeah.
Yeah, well, like it's either on Dark or on Dynamite. Like last week didn't have one on Dark, but they had Darby Allin versus Jericho, which is like a Philadelphia.
But that was 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Last week was
whatever. Like I'm thrown off because this happened last week, and I'm thinking about it from that perspective. But like, you get my point. Like it's like they're really going for a very broad approach of like we're gonna try to get every.
Yeah.
I love when
man.
I love when they really show the ramp, and it's like it's very clearly not metal. I've never seen a less metal ramp.
Just smack her while you're at it. I love and hate how over they've gotten Aubrey Edwards. I love it because it's like people care about their free, but I hate it because she's so over that sometimes people cheer her, and that takes away from the match that's going on. It's like, oh, okay.
I am very at odds with
the
referee being someone who can be like I'm at odds with a ref being noticed. And it's like because I think a ref should just be a ref. Like they shouldn't be a part of the match. But on the other hand, I don't mind Red Shoes in New Japan. And I get that that's a complete contradiction because Red Shoes has a name and is part of the match. But I think that, like he is a bit of a scene stealer. Aubrey Edwards is a little much, but it's just a weird thing in wrestling where it's like the ref is a character. The ref is a person, and it's like, okay, we have to, like, we know the ref's name, and like, oh, they're reffing the match, cool, and you're noticing the ref's mannerism. I come from a world in MMA where I shouldn't know the ref exists, because if I don't know the ref exists.
Hey, I know Levy and fucking what is his name? Marco or Mark Yamasaki, whatever that guy's name is.
But like the point is, you notice refs when something happens, and and ideally in UFC, you don't notice refs exist because then everything is going completely fine. There's not any reason for the ref to have to intervene.
Very true.
But in wrestling, it's different. Like, people like commentators for characters. I would rather commentary call action in the and describe, the context of what it is, because that's just what I'm used to from sport. Wrestling commentators have to be a character, and there has to be a heel commentator and a face. I don't like the dynamic of modern day commentary, which is why I don't like commentary.
I guess that's a respectable opinion there.
Basically,
I want to clock him with the chair. That'd have been funny.
Yeah.
I think that happened in the Jericho Darby Allin match, where I think Jericho threw like the trash can in the ring or something, and the trash can hit him in the head. It's something like that happened.
There was a GIF that I cut from the LAX versus LAX match at Slammiversary last year.
I'm about to say, did you fucking glitch out, or did you just say LAX versus LAX?
No, it was LAX versus LAX.
Okay.
It was Ortiz and Santana versus Hernandez and Homicide.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
And it was just a big shit show hardcore match, but there was a point where I don't remember who it was. Might have been Hernandez, where it's like Hernandez holds it's like a trash can, I think, off the top,
what
over his head. He punched him. But Hernandez had a trash can and just went to the side of the ring and threw the trash can out, and it hit like Ortiz or Santana right in there. And it's a really funny.
Oh shit! There you go, Darby. I mean, Jimmy obviously just. Oh, okay.
I mean, I love it. Like, if he actually does this, then it'd be really surprising. But it's always funny when it's like, you can tell that spot's not going to happen. That would be insane.
I'm like, Jimmy kind of just got into position for it, so I'm glad it didn't happen. But what was that camera shot? What the fuck?
Yeah, no, they fucked up with the camera shot. Oh, that's a nice little position. Jack Evans.
Shit. This is gonna be
better.
Oh, no, okay. That was
Jack Evans better.
What? What? Why did you just fucking lean up like that?
Yeah, right. Like Jack Evans, I was like, Jack Evans had better move, because his ideally in that position, you want the leg to be hooked, so that it's like, oh well, I can't get out, my leg is hooked.
Oh shit!
But
Darby
Jack
got
Evans
the
is just
strength. I see you. Oh, okay. Tag team wrestling in triple threats. Let's get it.
The only time I've ever liked those spots was in a match that I hated. It was that
DX versus
Omega
Johnson,
Ibushi Cody match at King of Pro Wrestling last year.
I was totally off, but yeah, true.
What did you think? What did you think I was gonna say?
Oh no, I didn't think you were gonna say anything. I just said a match that came straight to my mind.
Oh, okay. But
Good thing you
in
didn't
that match, Omega and Ibushi didn't do anything to each other for a while. They were just doing golden lever spots to Cody.
Yeah.
And I thought that was neat. I hate that match, but I thought that was neat. I like a chair. I like
he just
throwing
chair. He threw the open chair at him. Like, oh,
yeah, I like that. I like throwing the chair there. Oh,
I mean, he didn't hit the chair, but that was
throwing the chair. Like open, close. I think that throwing the chair is the best use of.
Yes, I love that. I love it when he throws chairs at people. Oh, he heard you. He heard you.
Yeah, because you can get the headshot seam. You can get the sound. Oh, Jack Evans.
This is why I love Jack Evans. He always oversells shit. Like, why the fuck does he look dead?
I wouldn't even say that was overselling. That's just, he just got hit. Just looks out of it.
No, he looks like a fucking body, just lifeless body, just laying there.
Yeah, that's not overselling. He got hit in the head with a chair. He's fucking hurt.
Oh,
ooh.
Yeah, I don't see Jimmy Havok fucking looking like that.
There we go. There's a spot in
This
a Triple
dude
H.
about to do fucking 630, isn't he? A 630 onto the chairs. Here we go.
I really doubt it.
Oh shit! Ooh, that landing, that landing.
Havoc.
1, 2, really, really. That's a pet peeve of mine. When they do fucking big moves and then they kick out. That's one of my pet peeves.
Wrestling has just progressed to such a different point.
It's like if it's
so,
a really big spot, I don't want to see. I want it to be the end of the match. If you keep going and you hit your finisher and it's over, then I'm pissed.
I don't know why I just got like tickled by the fact that the bottom of the chair said AEW. Like the event, like they rented it and they were like, all right, so they bought these tables, so we're gonna tag.
I thought you were gonna say about like some ghost or something. I'm like, oh man, you probably should.
No, it just wrote AEW on the bottom. Like it was like spray painted AEW.
I saw it.
They went to the
I didn't
table
mark
store.
out as big as you did, but I saw it.
I just thought it was.
Oh
funny.
yes, Jimmy. Yes, smart move.
The-
now how's this spot gonna work? He's not about to power drive this man through the table, is he? Oh shit, he is. Oh, okay.
That was very fast.
Yeah, I didn't have any time to really process it because there was
that guy was really into it. That guy with the wide
All right,
eyes.
if you gotta wait from the 1, 2. I think it'd have been more effective if he pinned Jimmy, but I nonetheless okay.
Oh, no, I mean Jimmy. I mean,
no, the coffin drop is his finisher. So if he pinned Jimmy, it would have made sense. Nonetheless, I think it does make sense for him to pin.
Well,
Jack
I mean,
Evans
it's also Jimmy Jack Evans just got a fucking.
I do not like the fact that he went for the pin and it took Aubrey like 4 seconds to realize this, but you know that happens.
Well, you know that's just
wrestling.
that's the dynamic of wrestling, like, breaking up balls.
But
Like
yeah,
if that's not the end of the match.
pretty. I thought that was a pretty good. Pretty.
Oh
good
yeah, like it
hardcore
could have
match.
been worse. It could have been more of a shit show.
I thought it was
like-
pretty good.
Usually I don't like these shit shows. But I mean that moved quickly. It
Oh
was
shit,
it
Jimmy
wasn't
got
very
you.
long. I think it was a good length.
It was.
You know, like I said,
Didn't go
like
too
all
long,
these
didn't
matches,
do too much.
they seemed so long, but no. That guy's an asshole. Classics after AEW.
Yes, we need the tag team of Jimmy and Darby. I want to see these guys go over to the tag team titles. Let's go.
I've said it. Darby, Dustin, Rhodes.
I said
They have-
Darby and Jimmy. I didn't say Darby and Dustin.
I've already
They
given a
don't-
reason why Darby
I
and
know,
Dustin.
but as a tag team, it's not gonna work. It doesn't.
John
match.
Darby can come out
Don't
on
link.
Dustin's shoulder.
They don't got that story that Jimmy and Darby have now.
They don't
Too
have
wit-
story.
Yes, they do.
Dude,
They've been feuding since fucking Fighter Fest or Fight for the Phone, wherever the fuck. They've been going at it for a while now. So they have a story if they're going to tag.
We don't acknowledge.
Yes, we
Fighter.
acknowledge it. Yes, we're
Fighter Fest.
supposed to. It happened. It's canon. It's canon.
So here's the thing. I hated that show because Sadie Gibbs didn't look
Damn.
good. And I was here to see Sadie Gibbs do a Sasuke special and 2 athletic moves, and I didn't get any of that.
See, this is why people think you're the anti-elite guy.
Well, it has nothing to do with the
Nah,
matches weren't good. They had 3 matches, 2 of them weren't good.
yeah, I guess. In my opinion, I think the main event was the best of the show. The Fatal 4 was okay, and the tag team match is pretty forgettable. I don't even remember what happened. I remember the finish. That's it.
I don't remember the librarian's partners.
Whenever the librarians come on TV, I just kind of blank face and just go on my phone like, oh well, whatever, I don't care. But anyway, that was AEW Dark with Forrest F. Baby himself. Thank you for joining me here on this edition of All E-Lite, Forrest.
No, I had a good time doing it. I like watching wrestling. It's
Just
I gotta do it.
not American wrestling, you know.
No, I just I like talking while I watch. It's one of my favorite things to do. But youtube.com/Forrest Sowwa. I make things about wrestling. There's Emma stuff.
Yeah, I'll link all of his stuff down in the description. Go follow this man. He makes some good video essays, some good content, some good I hate Kenny Omega shit. Yeah.
Oh my god, my I hate Kenny Omega stuff. If you want the I hate Kenny Omega stuff, It's the weakest of my stuff. I make awesome stuff.
Oh no, he
Underappreciated.
does. He really does.
Poet Laurier of his time.
Just go watch the Jay White video. It's my favorite one of his.
Best video.
But I'm gonna get out of here, folks, because this video is running over time. But yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe button for more content like this, and comment down below what did you guys think of this episode of AEW Dark. Comment down below, let me know. Love you guys always, and I'll see you all tomorrow or today, whatever day it is this goes up, for AEW Dynamite. Peace out, guys.